Hi, I'm Tisha.
I'm Loren.
And this is the Open Booked podcast. Today we are talking about Caught Up by Nevessa Allen, the second in her series. There's going to be a third one, right?
I thought the way this book ended that there was going to be one for every brother. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But first, what are you reading?
Great question. I have 3 books cooking. Number 1, the paper book I'm reading right now is Miss Queen, Allie Hazelwood, Problematic Summer Romance. I've been trying to get in the mood for my trip and reading Italian books. Not like in Italian, but I've been listening. Okay, if anyone wants to read Italian romances, Everand has like 500, okay? And so I was listening to those and I wanted a little break, but I still wanted like romance. And this is Italy too, and I didn't even know it. So here we are again. So I'm listening to one on Everand, I'm reading that one, and then I've started on Audible our book for next week. So I got 3 cooking.
Okay, yep. So I went to buy that one, and apparently I had already used a credit to buy it like a while back because I'm sure it was on sale or something. Or
Really?
Or I think it might have been part of the like buy 2 get 1 free promo. So I was like, I know I'll eventually listen to it, just don't know when I'll get around to it. So I was like, ooh, now I have monies and credits for the next 2.
Love, because they're expensive without credits.
Yes. Yeah. Is that it?
Awesome. Yeah. What are you reading?
I'm still reading Atmosphere.
Okay.
I'm this close to just getting the Audible and just listening to it. But I want to make sure if I do that, it has to be Julia Whalen. Taylor Jenkins Reid has to be narrated by Julia Whalen. Like,
okay.
Since Gone Girl, that's just the way it goes.
The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yes, Julia Whalen is just top tier. I love her narration. And then, what was the book I was listening to? I just started it because it was why are all my books coming available on Libby right now? 1 and 4. Oh, my skin's peeling everywhere. 1 and 4 by Lucinda Berry. It is a like murder mystery along the lines of Jennifer Hillier.
Okay.
So Lucinda Berry is one of my like probably top 10 mystery or thriller writers. Glow of the Everflame. So the second one is available on KU. I doubt I'll have time to read it, but
good to know. I can do an immersive reading experience.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, but just those 2 for now.
Okay. Well, I think we've already mentioned it, but for those of you wanting to follow along, next week we're going to cover Book 1 in the Kindred's Curse saga, aka Spark of the Everflame. We have heard nothing but good things about this series, so very excited to dive into this. We've both wanted to for a while, so exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Moving on. There's a lot of book news this week, guys. Lots. First, Devney Perry, the author of Shield of Sparrows, confirmed it's going to be a trilogy. And thank God, because I just need more.
Yes. So good.
So, still don't have a release date for the second book, but we know there's going to be 3, so we're going to take our wins. Here's something fun. The Love Hypothesis by Allie Hazelwood. We've already talked about her once today. Which this was my first Allie Hazelwood book. Have you read it?
Yes.
Okay.
It might have been my first, but I don't remember. I feel like I've read so many of hers now. They all just fit together.
Yeah. So, I didn't know this, but that was written as a fan fiction for Rey and Kylo Ren from Star Wars. And once I heard that, I'm like, okay, now it makes sense. Well, Lily Reinhart is cast to be the main girl, which I completely agree with. I saw her with her darker hair and her little lab coat, and I'm like, perfect. This is going to be so cute. Then they announced the man. This is the best part.
Yes.
The man, he's number 1. He's a good-looking man, okay? Number 2, his name is Tom Bateman. He is married to the actress who plays Rey in Star Wars, and he was the stunt double for Adam Driver in Star Wars. So the fact that this is a fanfic from that is hilarious, and the book community is eating this shit up.
Yeah, that's perfection.
I think he fits the mold, too, for the character. Like, they did a really great job. We've been saying this. The casting has been phenomenal for all these movie adaptations. So I don't think there's any dates or anything yet. My understanding is that they've barely started filming. So good stuff.
Okay, I looked up Ali Hazelwood just to see like what all she's written that I've read. I don't know if this is all of them, but it shows The Love Hypothesis, which came out in 2021, was her first. And I didn't realize Deep End just came out this year, and Problematic Summer Romance came out this year.
Yeah, this just came out like last month. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've read Love Hypothesis, Not in Love, and Love on the Brain, and then Deep End.
Let me look up mine real quick. Are you on Goodreads?
Not right now. And Love Theoretically.
Okay. I have read The Love Hypothesis, Checkmate, Deep End, Not in Love. Oh, she also wrote in that Mistletoe collection.
Yes.
So we've read that, and then I'm currently reading Not in Love. And Two Can Play. This was a video game one.
Yeah. There's one called Under One Roof, which I hadn't ever seen before, but it came out in 2022, so need to read that.
She's pumping books out. Pumping them out.
Yeah. Loath to Love You came out in 2023. That looks good.
Yep. I just need to go on read everything I haven't read of hers yet.
I still really want to read Bride and Mate.
Bride just came out, and then Mate comes out in October. But I got Bride on our book crawl day.
Yes.
This got my bingo card for...
Yeah, I remember that.
For book off my TBR. I have some. She's on Book of the Month, too. I have this from Book of the Month. And Checkmate, I got on Book of the Month. She's coming out swinging.
Oh, yeah.
All these books.
And did you see that she's an Italian-born romance novelist?
No, but that explains why this is taking place in Taormina.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Okay, yep. The Italians got romance down pat, I guess. I'm learning this while just reading all these fluffy things. I'm gonna need, like, an Italian murder next, because I'm getting tired of everyone being all mushy-gushy. I need a little death and mystery. Okay, next on book news, Rebecca Yarros has another book hitting the big screen, The Things We Leave Unfinished. And I believe In the Likely Event is already in the works as well. So, Queen Rebecca, that's all we know. We know nothing else.
Yeah.
We need to do a little bit every week where we just talk about all the movie adaptations, confirm release dates, any news articles we've seen, because I feel like every week right now, there's something.
Yeah. And it's relevant, so yeah.
It's for sure relevant, yeah. Let's talk about the elephant in the room that everyone else is talking about. The Coldplay couple.
We gotta do what they did, like, try to hide.
The memes from this, guys. Solid gold.
And everybody's playing off of it. Like, there was a Mariners kiss cam last night, or at some point this week, and every person that they put the kiss cam on, they all ducked away.
Yes. They were like, okay, I even saw some people, like, doing the same, like, number one, who dances like that at a concert? That was the first red flag for me. If you're gonna dance, your arms are, like, side to side, like, behind her? I don't know.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing to say about this is if they would have just waved, no one would have fucking done anything. It was their reaction. And then Coldplay saying, either y'all are having an affair.
Yeah. Called them straight out.
And now all the other musicians are doing little plays on it. Like, I saw we're going to talk about Morgan Wallen in a minute. But I saw Morgan Wallen go, if anyone's here with your side chick, I think it's a safe place, but I don't condone cheating anymore. Or something like that. I'm like, yeah, we know you cheated, my guy.
Anymore.
But then, like, Luke Bryan was, and he was like, anyone here with their secretary? They're really taking it and running with it. The news I heard yesterday was he actually stepped down. Like, they both got suspended. I mean, it wasn't his secretary. It was the head of fucking HR for the company.
Yeah.
And he was the CEO. Like, this is some high-level shit. But, yeah, he actually stepped down yesterday. So,
Yeah.
R.I.P. astronomer CEO.
Yeah. I mean, don't be fucking stupid.
All the places, a concert, I feel like that's a very public place. But maybe it's because there's so many people, you'd think you just blend in.
I'm sure.
But
there was a statement that came out that was supposedly his, and the company has since said that that's not actually his statement. So I don't know what that means for either of them. Like, I don't know. But I hope his wife takes him to the cleaners.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I accidentally said talking about this. You're gonna fucking die. I was talking at work, mind you, when I said this on accident. I said, God, I hope she sucks him dry. And everyone at work looked at me like, what the fuck did you just say? And I'm like, I meant, takes all his money. I can't believe I said that. I was so embarrassed. I was like, and they were like, oh, we know what you meant. We know what you meant.
Sure.
Anyways.
Oh my gosh.
That was hilarious. Anyways, the memes from this are fire. The fake statements, we're dying laughing at all of these. Keep them coming. Millennials never disappoint with memes, ever.
Yes.
Another concert kind of news. My favorite Morgan Wallen walkout ever happened last night in Arizona. Did you see it? I fucking died. If you guys don't know the
Joe
lore,
Dierte.
Joe Dierte. If you don't know the lore, Morgan Wallen, every place he goes to, he picks a relevant person there to walk out with. And usually it was Broadway girls, and then he did like a rendition of Broadway girls with Whiskey, and now it's switched to like this Miami with Lil Wayne and some other rappers that he hasn't released yet. But anyways, he walked out, and you didn't think he's walking out with anyone, and then he passes this guy that looks like a janitor, and if you've watched Joe Dirt, you know. And then it's fucking actually David Spade dressed as Joe Dirt. Not even some rando, no, it's David Spade back in the old uniform. That's my favorite one yet. You could tell he was like trying not to crack up. That was just so good. Anyways, if you're ever bored, go watch Morgan Wallen walkouts. I could do it all day.
Yeah.
Last bit of music news here. The spooky bitch community, I'm included, Tisha's included, is freaking out because Fleetwood Mac might be getting back together. They're fucking teasing us. They're 80 years old teasing us on Instagram. Like, that's the kind of petty I want to be.
Yeah.
Okay? I watched a video, I think I sent this to you, about Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks having the longest situationship in history of ever. Okay, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, look up the Silver Springs performance. Backstory, they were in a band together. If you've seen Daisy Jones and the Six, you get the vibes, except they were actually fucking. Lindsey Buckingham wrote the song Go Your Own Way, which is probably one of their most popular songs, about Stevie Nicks cheating on him. And then, in return, she wrote the song Silver Springs about him. So, they have to sing to each other about how much they loved each other and how much they fucked each other over, and became one of the biggest bands in the 70s and 80s. And to this day, a staple in the spooky bitch community, okay? If it's right now, in my opinion, July 5th is Fleetwood Mac season, okay? And I play it on repeat until after Halloween. Dreams, one of the best songs ever made. And I will die on this hill. Anyways, TBD, but they both posted cryptic Instagram messages that matched. So, we're following this closely.
Yes.
We have a ragweed situation. Okay, let's talk about, speaking of spooky bitches, Annabelle, the spookiest bitch of them all.
Yeah.
Why are we still, I'm just gonna say, before we say what happened, you guys probably already know, why are we still fucking with this doll? Why? The handler.
Lock her in some cage in a basement and leave her. Like, she needs her own cell. Padded cell.
She needs to go to the Vatican and let them exorcise her. Okay. So, the Annabelle doll handler, if you don't know what we're talking about, meaning the guy that's been taking her on her fucking tour of destroying the United States, has been found mysteriously dead. No one's releasing how or why. Everything that I have seen is that he was a healthy dude, no health issues. This was very sudden and unexpected. If you don't remember from prior episodes, we talked about on her tour of horrors, a couple of the places she's visited has had terrible things happen while she's been there. So I'm just throwing that out there. I think we need to stop. Not that my opinion matters, but bad things be happening.
Yeah, the police report said that cause of death was natural.
That does. Like, I don't believe in natural.
Isn't he like 45? How
I think
do you
50
die
at the
naturally?
oldest.
Yeah, how do you die naturally at such a young age?
That tells me they don't know how he died. Meaning, it's the fucking doll.
Yeah, they found him dead in his hotel room. His coworkers, so other people on the tour with him. If one more person on this tour with him dies during this, it's obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, could be the doll, could be someone else that just got to him with, one of the untraceable drugs that they use to kill people.
Is that a thing?
Oh, yeah. He was an Army veteran, a father of 4, a husband, and someone who truly cared about people. Dan Rivera. R.I.P. Dan.
I'm never going to Google what the untraceable drugs are, but I want to know. But I'm not putting that in my search history, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. There's lots of them. If you've watched, which I've seen this one twice in shows in the last week, Ginny in Georgia, she grows that plant. The same plant is also in You.
Oh.
That Love Quinn is growing in their garden. And he looked it up and he's like, oh, wolfsbane, that's what it is.
Yeah. That also works against werewolves, in case you guys are wondering.
Yeah. So supposedly. We all need to be growing wolfsbane.
Yeah. Fuck around and find out.
Yep.
Yeah, so nothing else is said, and they are not stopping this fucking tour. I did see that. The tour plans to continue as usual because people are fucking greedy.
Always.
In other news, our festival, again, for those of you who haven't watched our prior episodes, you probably should. Probably a little bit too much to explain in this time allotment here, but Firefest has been a big scam. There's a Netflix documentary. Watch it. He fucking posted it for sale on eBay.
And it sold.
It did sell?
Yeah, $245,000, $340.
Who the fuck bought this?
Some fucking idiot. And it's just to the rights to just say you own them. So it's somebody that's got more money than sense. So the headline on Fortune says, Fire Festival sells on eBay for $245,000. A sum so low it wouldn't have been able to afford disgraced founder Billy McFarland some tickets at his own event. It doesn't say. 42 bidders put 175 bids on the brand. Tell me you have more money than sense.
This is what I'm wondering. Are these people just going to buy it and then make a Firefest that's actually good and be like, this is how you do it, Billy? Or are these people just going to buy the rights and then just spill all the tea about everything and make a documentary that makes a lot of money without having to worry about getting sued because they own it? Maybe it's Netflix and they're going to fucking expose everything even more.
That'd be hilarious.
We can only hope.
McFarland put Fire Festival's viral status at the forefront of his sales pitch. On the eBay listing, he wrote, every success and every misstep only made the name more powerful. It doesn't say who the new owner is, though. Literally says buyer unknown. Buyer
is continuing to remain anonymous.
Yeah, definitely somebody that wants to do something, probably sketch with it. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess we'll see if they come out.
Yep.
More AI shit. A rock band with 1 million subscribers, growing very popular on Spotify, came out as some sort of AI experiment or whatever. I don't know. I can't even. What's even real?
Yeah.
I don't even have anything else to say about that. Okay. Today is the start of one of the best weeks of the year as we're recording this. Shark Week on Discovery Channel. This is not sponsored, but I love it and I would love to be. In honor, I hope the camera shows this properly. I have to show my nails. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah. That's cute. I remember you guys talking about that at book club.
Yep. And the other ones are just sparkly, and then these look like water. But she did the fin. My nail lady's the best. Anyways, Shark Week. Shark nails on fleek.
Yay.
Tragic fire news in multiple areas. A ferry, yesterday, we're recording this on Sunday, burst into flames in Indonesia. 280 people on board. They had to jump off. Last I heard, 30 confirmed dead, and they were still trying to figure it out. Insane.
Weird. I searched ferry burst into flames and the first thing that comes up is New York City ferry burst into flames.
Is that a different one?
Almost. It was August 29th of 2024. Sketch that it was almost exactly 11 months ago.
Yeah. Okay, now they're saying 5 dead. Maybe it's 30 injured? All these articles show different things. I'm going to go to the People one. No, it was today. It was this morning.
3 hours ago.
Yeah.
Wild. Killing at least 5. That's sad.
Yeah, that is wild. Who the fuck just gets Facebook out and starts live streaming when stuff like this happens? I mean, that's what happened. I just can't think that would be my first thought.
No.
Okay, we'll keep you guys posted. Obviously, this is a developing story.
Yeah.
Another fire in Area 51, the article I read says, has conspiracy theorists freaking out or something like that. What happens to the aliens? Not that I don't believe that there might be some shit in Area 51, but I thought that was a funny clickbait. No one knows what's going on with that I know of.
Which, I mean, from the other side of the story, with that man testifying at Congress, if there's that much radiation, really what does happen? Yeah, with a fire that big. Like,
yeah, there was a gentleman, I believe it was this week, it just popped up for me, testifying in front of Congress, pretty much just asking to be treated as a veteran, which I was like, you work at Area 51, I would have assumed you were a veteran or treated as one, so it kind of surprised me that he wasn't. And you could tell he was holding back tears, but apparently him and 4 other people, did he say, have mysterious illnesses from the extreme amounts of radiation they were exposed to the point that his wife, he said, had 4 miscarriages, and his friend's wife had 7. And every child they have has birth defects. Heartbreaking. I want to know what caused it. If the government knew about it and he's asking to be treated as a veteran to get VA benefits, that's basic. He should get more than that. I think that's setting the bar too low.
For sure. I mean, if you can get benefits for being exposed to asbestos or what are the other things? That
lead paint, like, probably.
Yeah. Lead.
Mercury.
Even like the mesh urinary implants, heart valves. If you can get benefits for that stuff, I would think working at a government plant or facility, you should get top tier of everything, you would think.
Yeah, one would think. I just thought that's the basic of needs for what this guy's been through. We'll see. I'm sure they'll give it to him. I don't see them not, but what drama is going to come out of it? One thing I forgot to put on the agenda, so I'm going to say it now before. The Epstein shit. Okay, just to give a brief summary. The government came out. This is why we don't trust the government. The government came out and said, Epstein killed himself. Here's the video. There's no client list to release. There's nothing of that nature. Blah, 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 blah. Pretty much case closed. We're not investigating it anymore. The public is in an uproar. Okay? Even die-hard Trump supporters are pissed. Charlie Kirk has been the biggest Trump supporter. I saw videos of him being like, where's it at? We were promised this. The American people were promised this. Everyone's pissed, okay? To the point, the president's gotten back involved and told the attorney general, who everyone was saying fire, like she's fired, to release stuff. So apparently, I read that it was supposed to be yesterday or today, but I'm like, that's a weekend, so it'd probably be Monday. They're releasing everything. That's what I've heard.
I mean, that's what Pam promised us. What, 5 months ago? Like,
yeah.
She said, I have it on my desk. I have this list. Everything's going to be released. You're going to have all this information. We just have to like carefully vet it. And I felt like she was saying like forewarn everybody on the list that their name's about to be out there. But magically, then she doesn't. I was like, it never fucking existed because there's too many people that have too much money to let it ever be released publicly.
Also, that's the thing. But also I thought, what criminal keeps a list of his people he does nefarious things with? This list would have had to have been put together by someone. He's not going to have a list. Ghislaine's not going to have a list. Any of the people he works with aren't going to have a list. They kept using the flight logs, and to me the flight logs are unreliable because you could just be doing a business deal. Genuinely, he was a businessman, right? He had a lot of fucking money. So half of them could have been business, half of them could have been nefarious. Who knows? I don't think the flight log is a reliable.
No.
It would have to be somebody going through all of his shit and tracking what was nefarious and putting together a list. And I half-ass think they're just going to release a list of everyone he's ever worked with, and that is also unreliable. He was a, like, money man, right? He worked with everybody in the world. So... I don't know. We'll see. I have severe doubts. Also, an internet sleuth took the video that was released and found out, coded somehow. I'm assuming these people are like, should be a member of Anonymous if they aren't already, and found out that it had been edited, clipped, and all sorts of shit. And it was by they even found the user, like in what computer. They dug into it. So... hopefully they address that as well. But I think they're trying to hide that with giving us other stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah. Another piece of news for our favorite vigilante, Luigi Mangione. He had a huge win because the prosecutor violated his HIPAA rights. There is cause for them to get his medical records. But apparently they went behind the back. They didn't go through the due process, right? They didn't notify the judge and they didn't notify the other counsel that they were going to Aetna, his insurance provider, and getting all of his medical records, which apparently are extensive and they believe relevant to the case. My opinion, he has Aetna. He doesn't even have United Healthcare, but okay, different, whatever. Anyways, and so huge win for his side, could get all of his medical records thrown out. Which I believe is their star witness. So crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, he has Aetna instead of United Healthcare. And this is just another example of how so many people are getting medical debt written off because insurance companies are just giving out information willy-nilly because they just want to collect the most dollars that they can. And it's all illegal and ridiculous.
We'll see. I don't even know when trial is, but I'll be watching.
Yeah.
Be like Johnny Depp, Amber Heard all over again. That was a time to be alive.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be a Netflix series at some point.
Did we even talk about Brian Koberger last week?
Yeah, I think we did.
Okay, just making sure because that's important. Okay, last bit of business before we go into our book of the week. A teddy bear covered in human skin was found just chilling outside of a gas station. Who the fuck did? I've heard nothing else since then. Somebody called it in saying that there's a creepy teddy bear that looked... They thought, okay, there's no way this can be human skin at first. And it turns out it was. I've heard nothing since then.
Led to an arrest.
Oh, it did? See? My thing didn't tell me that.
Deputies arrested an alleged prankster on Monday and accused him of planting a creepy teddy bear that looked like it was made of bloody human tissue. Hector Corona Villanueva, 23, was booked on suspicion of causing a needless emergency response and planting phony evidence, according to the San Bernardino County Sheriff's statement.
So it wasn't human skin?
Doesn't look like it was. It says a deputy coroner investigator determined this doll was made of a fabricated material and was not of human origin.
Oh my god.
before a forensic pathologist also confirmed that the object was not human and contained no human tissue.
I got clickbaited.
Our investigation found these dolls being sold on a website with the claim that the dolls are made of human skin.
Ew, so like on the dark web?
Maybe not even the dark web, just fucking ew, 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 ew.
Yeah, I can't. I saw a picture and I can't.
Like, I want to post a picture so people can see, but also I would have to like blur it and be like, okay, you have to click to see because it's fucking disgusting.
It's the nastiest thing I've ever seen.
Who the fuck does that? And who thinks it's okay to make that and sell it? And who wants to buy that? Like, so many levels of fucked up here.
Yep. A 23-year-old, I believe, has no future, I fear.
That's for sure.
Ugh. Palate cleanser time. Let's talk about this book.
Yes.
Okay, I'll read the blurb. I can never get it right, so we're rolling with it. Okay, this is book 2 in the #1 New York Times and USA Today best-selling trilogy. So you're right, it's going to be a trilogy. That's weird. Okay, we'll talk about that later. Spoilers for Lights Out and Caught Up by Nevessa Allen. If you haven't read it yet, read it and then come back.
Yes.
Okay. From the viral TikTok author of the stalker rom-com Lights Out comes Nevessa Allen's second book in the best-selling Into Darkness trilogy, upping the ante with voyeurism and a play club kink. I wanted this woman, and I was a man who always got what he wanted. Nico Jr. Trochi knows Lauren Marchetti is off limits. She is a sweetness and laughter, whereas Junior exists in a world of violence and depravity. Men like him don't get to have women like her. It's why he pushed her away back in high school and kept his distance ever since. But when Junior looks Lauren up online, he discovers the shy, bookish girl he remembers is gone, and her place is a strikingly beautiful woman whose social media is filled with scantily clad pictures of herself and a connection to a nearby play club. Junior's innocent curiosity quickly grows or turns into a dark obsession. Can I just say, this is not the book. Okay, do you have this part about, like, growing feelings for the stranger?
Yeah.
And the club? Yeah, but, like, the first time he showed up to the club, she knew who he was. He showed her his knuckle tattoos. There wasn't, like, this mystery. Like, she knew the whole time. He wore the mask, but he showed the knuckle tattoos, and she said, Junior, what are you doing here? Some shit like that.
Yeah.
And the guy online, she just said she cared about him because he was her first sub.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm partial because I did not like this book.
Really?
I'm not kink shaming. I'm not kink shaming. God, I'm going to get canceled. Do not like that she was an OnlyFans model. They're playing her up to be this, like, sweet whatever. To me, that's not the same. I thought this was Grumpy Sunshine, you know what I mean? And I don't associate sex work with sunshine. I'm sorry if any of you guys are making money on OnlyFans. Good for you. You make a lot more than me, probably. But, see, I'm going to get us canceled. You liked it?
Yeah, I mean, in relation to the first story, it was very different. And like I said, it took a lot longer than I care to admit to piece together the fact that the girl from the first one is his cousin. Like,
same.
It didn't work out in my brain map timeline. Like, it took a lot longer than it should have. But
did the same thing. So don't
I think it was ridiculous that so many people were upset it wasn't the same male narrator. I'm like, they're two different people.
Yeah, yes, people were pissed.
Yes, everybody loves Teddy Hamilton, but don't ever fucking look him up. Like Lauren made a mistake what he looks doing. Like.
I made the mistake. I didn't even look him up. He popped up on my For You page because he did this thing with Audible. I was like, no fucking way, that's Teddy.
I saw a video of him and Frida McFadden having like just a conversation, and I was like, oh, why? Why? Like, what's that book that we read not very long ago where they had like a completely, just the one last week, Summer in the City, where she like didn't do any press, anything. Like, she was just behind the scenes. She was very anonymous. Like,
yeah,
this is what he needs to do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, the playwright girl from Summer in the
Yeah,
City.
yeah.
Yeah, I made a mistake and I learned from it. But he still has a great voice. I'm still going to respect he's probably the best audiobook narrator.
Yeah.
He did narrate this one, and he did great. Now, Josh from the first one, much more likable character in my opinion.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't like female characters. We've talked about this 100 times. I hated this female character. I hated her. I couldn't get behind it. I read it, obviously, and it was like, I'm not going to say I gave it a 1 star. I just had such high expectations from how much I liked the first one, if that makes sense.
I feel like we kind of knew going into it this was going to be a little bit political. I feel like her writing is just that way, which to me is kind of a turnoff. Anytime you put anything like political, whether it's intentional or not, or anything that is just trying to be like a hot button because that's what will get conversations started about your book. I feel like it's cheap, it's tacky, and it detracts from your skill and what a story could actually be about. So doing things like that definitely hurt my rating of this.
I agree. And it's not even it doesn't matter to me which way they go with the politics. It just bothers me because we read books, and Nevessa Allen, if you're hearing this, I hope you do. We read books to escape reality. The last thing we want is to get into a book and it be like reality. I don't want to hear about politics. I don't want to hear about any of that. I want to escape and live in a fantasy dreamland. And the only book I have done a DNF on is because of the first page was very political and I could tell it was going to be the main theme throughout the book. I don't even think it disagreed with me. I just was like, I don't want to read about politics. I'm not reading political stuff here. I'm reading thriller, mystery, fantasy, whatever. Like, I feel like she did it in a sneakily way in this one, kind of. Like, it wasn't just very open. But at the same time, I that did not necessarily affect my rating as much as me just not liking the female main character. And that's just probably a me problem. But I will say it definitely did play a factor in how much I enjoyed the book. For sure. So I was like, what's our meaning with this one? Can we just escape real life, please?
Yeah. And that's just, I don't know. Like, I also listened to The Women by Kristen Hanna, which is a historical fiction. But it is about the women of Nam. So the women who went to Vietnam to be medics, nurses, doctors, all of it. And when they returned, they were told there were no women in Nam, except you ask any veteran who survived any sort of injury, and they say, women saved my life. Women held my hand. Women wrote letters to my family when things didn't look good or whatever. So anyone who was there knows there were women in Nam, and these women, like you kind of said in the Congress thing, they're being denied benefits that they deserve. So it was reasonable to hear about political issues and things going on in that story because it is historical fiction. But like you said, moving into a completely different, like, sex-driven world, I don't want to hear about anything political. I don't want to hear about how you are shamed or feel like it gives you like empowerment or whatever. Like, yes and no. She was trying to meet with that representative or something, state or mayor, was it? I don't remember.
Yeah, some sort of representative.
And then he blackmailed them into taking that meeting. So it's like, okay, but why did that even need to come up? It didn't, other than to show that he's been controlling the narrative since they were teens. Right.
And that's another thing too. Like, the whole point of this book, I think, is like she's trying to normalize the things that she does. And I'm not a shamer by any means. I read the book. But some things aren't going to be normalized because they aren't normal. Not that it's bad. Like, you do you, but being an OnlyFans model is not normal. Wanting a club where you watch people have sex is not normal. These things are normal, and stop trying to normalize them and shove them on people who don't want them. You do your thing in peace. Absolutely. We're a free country. But I just don't think some things, this is my personal opinion coming through, need to be normalized.
Yeah.
Like, there are things I do that probably don't need to be normalized. I am aware I'm not normal, and I'm fine with that. And I think everybody should be. Like,
yeah,
we're all weird, but just because you do it doesn't mean that it's normal. It's my TED Talk for the day. It's not normal to read 100 books a year. I understand that.
Yeah.
I don't expect everyone shove it down their throats that you have to read 100 books a year.
Yeah.
That's my equivalent.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just didn't like her at all. I did not like her. No, the guy was kind of cool. I mean, like, this is my first Mafia, isn't it? Besides watching 365 days.
Yeah.
Woo!
And that is not normal either.
That is not normal either. The Mafia is not normal. I mean, maybe it is elsewhere, but not here.
Yeah, no.
Also, the fact that they just casually are, like, friends helping each other bleach their buttholes was just like, what the fuck? To me. I was like, I giggled.
Yeah. I thought that whole, like, roommate situation was very different.
Yeah, maybe that was the point.
Yeah, like, because 2 of them are OnlyFans, right? And then the other one is, like,
their videographer
and editor, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess if you're in that world already, it's easier to be comfortable with it and, like, have your roommate see your butthole and see you masturbating and see you like, doing all these things, making videos for subscribers and people, like, requests. And I guess it's more normal in your world, in that little circle of friends. But yeah, I'm not going to ask you to bleach my butthole, and I'm not going to ask you to record me making videos masturbating. Like, it's just not common.
Again, don't normalize something that's not normal. Yeah. I think it's just a basic concept. Everyone can do whatever they want. Yeah. Happily, in the privacy of your own area.
Yeah.
Your private club thing, cool. Genuinely cool. Whatever. I would never go. Not my thing, not my cup of tea. But, hey, they have to get a background check. Blah, blah, blah. Good with it. You do you, boo. You do you.
I thought that was weird, though, that they required a background check, but, like, what about an STD test? I feel like that's, like, really popular in any romance right now, is like, oh, they're in the heat of the moment, but casually have a conversation about, when was your last STD check? And are you clean? Like, I'm sorry, but that has never happened with me among partners. I have never taken the time. I'm like, you wear a condom, that's it. Like, I'm like, okay. Maybe it's different since I haven't been with anybody else in 12 years. So I'm like, I don't know.
Times have changed, okay?
I guess. But apparently it's just normal. And they're not even checking for STIs or STDs, like, in a sex club?
I would think you'd have to provide your clean card to get in a membership.
Yeah. That's fucking weird. Like, that's all I could think about when they're like, oh, we need a in-depth background check. And it's like, but not even a clean bill of health? Okay.
They just want to make sure you're not a serial rapist, murderer,
but
bad
most
credit.
Of the time, that's not even found or going to show up on a credit report.
No. Just see if you paid your Capital One bill.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. See, you said you liked the book, but the more we talked about it, the more you bitched about it.
I mean, I liked it surface level. Like, the story was decent. The details were not so much.
Yeah.
And, like, the whole fact that the dad threatened him. I initially thought it was his own dad that told him to stay away from her. But then he tells her at the end that it's her dad that threatened his life. I was like, the fuck?
And her life.
Yeah.
But then also the fact that he didn't kill the dad. The entire book, I thought he killed the dad.
I did too.
Iris actually liked that plot twist. I didn't see it coming, so I will give credit where credit's due. I liked that for sure.
Yeah.
But
I feel like this could be a standalone, though.
Yeah. Also, the thing I'm confused about is there's 4 brothers total. We got the book for one of them, and then the cousin. But what about the other 3? This is only going to be a trilogy. So which brother is this next one going to be about? Yeah.
Maybe one of the brothers is gay or doesn't have a kink. A stalker kink.
Gotta be a stalker.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lights Out was way better.
Yeah.
And that's probably... Yeah, I don't like cats. Mm-mm.
I did like that they had a dog in this one.
The dog made me happy. Thank you for representing the dog community, because I feel like book people are cat people, and I just cannot get behind that.
No.
I'm a dog person.
Yeah.
Anyways, this, guys, is a lesson in, hey, even if you disagree with someone ranting and raving all over the internet and being outcasting a certain demographic for no reason other than you disagree with them, we still read it. We still supported. I used my time on Spotify this month for this, you know? And hey, gave it an honest shot. I gave it a 3 out of 5, which is great. So this is just a life lesson on, even if you disagree with someone, you can still...
Yeah. And we kind of knew coming into it that it might not be great because of the tone of Nevessa Allen as of late, saying, if you don't agree with this, don't read her books. I'm like, well, we did it anyway, but don't exactly agree with everything. So, but also, without reading a book, how the fuck are you going to know if you agree with it or not?
Exactly.
So, I don't know.
My thing is, in general, no matter which way she would have said anything, I disagree with her, because I have been a business owner, you are a business owner. You don't cut off half of your demographic, whether you agree with them or not. You're cutting your business in half, and I just hate the society we've become of, we don't get along, so I hate you and I'm not supporting you, and cancel culture. There are very few things that make me participate in cancel culture, and fucking with children is about the only one. So, if you mess around with kids, that's when I have a problem. But as an adult, if you say fuck you because you don't agree with something I did, then, fuck you right back. I just think that we need to stop that. It's so toxic. So we were the bigger people here, even though we disagreed with her trying to cut off her demographic. Which, hey, we're going to continue. The third one comes out, I'll probably read it. And that's fine. That's how the world should be. But you know what? I'm not the president and no one listens to me, so.
7 people a week, too.
7 people a week! And I'm one of them!
Me too.
We're down to 5.
Oh, man.
All good fun.
Yes.
Anything else to add?
I've not been taking notes lately, so yeah, I don't have anything else. So that's it for Caught Up by Nevessa Allen. Next week, we will be discussing Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. So if you haven't read it, here's your chance to read it. And then you can join the discussion with us. Send us a message with any questions you have, any comments. Oh, it's so pretty.
I know, it's kind of moody. I want to read there.
Yeah. Go check out our merch. We're both wearing our shirts today. open-booked.com. We have hats. I wore my hat on the river yesterday. And stickers, shirts, a lot of stuff you might like if you are Empyrean fans. And we will talk to you guys later.
Bye.